All right, my favorite kind of topic. In case you missed it, a Colorado Springs neighborhood is being under attack from a woman named the Mad Pooper. The woman, a jogger who has recently been identified as Shirley, has been terrorizing residents by stopping during her runs and literally pooping on their lawns, sometimes in front of their children.
Now, the thing is, when you're done, you got to pull up, trowel, and keep running.
I mean, you're sweating too, so that's like
Yeah.
spreading everywhere into your pants and everything.
Yes, you got sweaty shit butt.
Oh, and your shoes probably get it too, your socks and shoes. All right, so let's see, what was I? So far, authorities have been unable to catch her. Yesterday, however, a man came forward claiming to be Shirley's spokesperson and explained her behavior in a video, which has since been taken down.
I'm going to be her agent.
I guess he's getting on the ground floor before she really blows up. He said that Shirley is sorry for desecrating people's lawns, but that she cannot be held accountable as she is suffering from a traumatic brain injury. He added that she had also had gender reassignment surgery and as a result is no longer able to control herself. In addition, he claimed that Shirley's actions are protected under the First Amendment and therefore the government cannot control when and where she relieves herself.
I forgot about that amendment.
It's a form of
Freedom to shit wherever you want.
it's a form of expression.
Oh yeah, those cops would be totally against it. The one that guy stared at them and farted at them.
Oh yeah,
It's a power move.
Though the spokesman has not provided any proof that he actually represents the Mad Pooper, Lowe said that making the statement was a poor move in the Pooper's part. This was actually the worst thing that the family could do. Maybe they thought the videos would make the situation go away, but they won't. People all over the world are talking about this, and police will catch her. The man in the video will also be called to court to testify. The neighbors who are already outraged by the Pooper's actions are now even more so after the statement was released. I breastfed all my 4 children, and that's just ridiculous as far as I'm concerned. Neighbor Shirley Thenovat said. Maybe she's the Pooper.
What's that? I'm missing the logical connection.
Yeah,
now.
there is no comparison between those. Huh? Oh, I guess the spokesman maybe said something. Let's see. Breastfeeding is nourishing your child. You're doing something to take care of someone, but pooping in someone's lawn is only damaging. The videos have since been removed. However, the hype over the Mad Pooper hasn't died down. Toilet paper company Charmin has offered her a year's supply of toilet paper if she returns herself in, and the company Squatty Potty has been cashing in on her fame as a social media campaign. I mean, yeah, she could just take one of those squatty potties with her, like, to jog and then just, go nuts.
Well, she's just squatting anyway.
Yeah, and plus, like, where are you going to dump that potty? You could do it in the gutter, maybe.
Because isn't it just like a stool you put around your toilet so you can squat over your toilet?
Oh, is that all it is?
I think that's all it is.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like an actual potty. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's just to help you shit on your own toilet.
Yeah, she's already squatting. I hope she's squatting.
She could just wear a skirt and just let it fly.
You know the Tom Segura guy that says he only shits like once a month?
Oh, yeah.
Apparently he shits kind of like he said he like squats over his toilet and shits.
He probably has to because it's probably massive, right?
I think he says he has to flush multiple times like during.
Yeah, he has to break that up with a plunger, I'm sure. Like,
I don't know.
I swear to God, I just let it all stack in there and leave it.
oh, God.
If you,
It's like I want to.
well, I wouldn't be your roommate anymore.
You don't have to deal with it like once a month.
Once is enough.
You got a nose, don't you?
Shitter's full.
It would be funny to go to a public restroom and leave just a toilet completely filled to the brim.
Go knock out a Taco Bell or something. They've seen worse.
Although I have had a job once where I had to clean toilets at a department store, and I would not want to walk in on that.
Yeah, no.
I'd just be like, I quit.
Yeah.
Actually, my cousin, he took a shit in a Taco Bell and like plugged it up. And like he went to the front desk and it's just like, hey, I plugged your toilet. And I was like, no way I'd ever fucking tell anybody. I'd be like, that's surprises for you guys to find out about.
Yeah, I wouldn't be telling people I'm the one who did it.
Now can I get a Crunchwrap Supreme?
Have you guys seen that SNL skit where that who was it? I think it's Jonah Hill was on, and there was like a skit where they're talking about somebody blocked the toilet, and they're like, "Well, who did it?" And they're on a game show, and he's one of the contestants, and the host is like, "Who blocked our toilet?" And like he's like freaking out, he's sweating, and they're like, "We're gonna press charges. That's some serious damage. You did $100,000 worth of damage to our restroom." And like they don't know it was him, but he's like sweating balls, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, whoever did it better speak up."
Man, that story you told about, or which cousin was it? Was that Jason?
That was Jason.
I have another Jason story. That's one of the things that made me probably laugh harder than I've ever laughed before. So like, to bring this back a little bit, like, so we grew up in a trailer court, and like our landlord, like, was like the picture definition of slumlord. Like, right? Like, this guy was a total like scumbag, right? But anyway, so like, when I'm in high school, at least, I don't know exactly when he moved in, but our cousin Jason moved from Texas, and like he needed somewhere kind of cheap to stay. So he ended up living in the same trailer court that we lived in. And he lived there for probably a couple years. But as he was getting to where he was almost going to move out, like his toilet had stopped working. And he told our landlord about it, but our landlord just wouldn't do anything about it. So he just kept shitting in the toilet and filling it up because he knew he was leaving. And I was over there one day, and he's like, "Hey, come take a look at it." Oh, and I went inside, and there's something about seeing a toilet that's filled almost to the brim full of shit. It was just so fucking funny, especially just knowing that our landlord was going to have to deal with it. Oh, man, I fucking laughed so hard when I saw that toilet full of shit. I was like, that is the best thing ever.
That would stick with me. Like, even just the thought of it.
Yeah.
I think you said he was like peeing in the bathtub because the toilet was so full.
That makes sense, yeah.
Oh, God. That was so fucking hilarious.
Man, shit stories.
Man, another story. So I mentioned having to, my first job ever, I worked at a department store. And a lot of times, frequently, I would be stuck with the janitorial stuff at night, cleaning the bathrooms. And like one day, one of the stalls was locked from the inside. And I'm like, at first I'm like, some fucking kid did this or something, right? But I'm like, I stand on the toilet on the next stall over and to peek in, and like somebody had taken like a diarrhea shit and then like puked on top of it and didn't flush it. And it wasn't like the toilet was like not in working order and not flushing. So like I had to like, reach down, stretch down to get the lock open and then go over and flush it. And then of course clean it. And it's like, ugh, it's so nasty.
There's so many like shit stories out there.
Yeah.
And our sister had her friend, like she had the diarrhea. She was having like one of those photo finishes. And apparently like she didn't quite make it to the finish line. And there was like shit on the wall and stuff.
Yeah, she definitely didn't make it to the finish line.
Yeah. It was close though.
I mean, working that job, you definitely see a lot of like splatter. Mom said, because she worked there before I did, and she did it once too. And she said this one time, she says this guy must have like started shitting like as he was sitting down, because she said the back of the toilet was just like splattered with shit like all the way down.
Man, that's my fear. I sleep in the basement in our house, and I got to go up 2 flights of stairs. And when you wake up with like a gargling stomach, I got to fight Zeus to get up there, man. It's like, I take breaks, I stop sweating, and then go up the next flight of stairs, man.
Yeah, that's not a great situation out there. You should have like one of those poop buckets on the deck.
Yeah, emergency. You can just go outside and fucking mad poop in them.
Those shitter lids they have for like a 5-gallon bucket.
Oh, God. That's actually pretty convenient. Yeah. Huh.
I saw a Tom Segura once where like they played a video and it was this lady like she wasn't taping the woman shitting, but this old Asian lady had just taken a shit like in her yard by like her bushes or whatever, and she was kind of like berating this woman, but like she wasn't the mad pooper. She just like was like from mainland China, and that's just like what they do over there.
You
You
shit
know,
in your garden or something.
yeah. So it was like, one of those type of things. But she was all after, like, my kids could have saw that, or, that kind of thing. It's like,
I mean, it's better than.
Yeah, I mean, if you think back just like 100 years ago, like probably just super common just to see people shit.
oh, 100%, yeah.
I think we talked about it. Like in, I think ancient Rome and even ancient India, they had plumbing systems. But in most of the world, up until like the 1800s, after those times, people were just throwing shit into the streets.
Yeah, just shit in a pan and
Yeah, in a bucket. That's nuts, man. We went back
Oh, yeah.
backwards. Like thousands of years ago, we figured this out. But
The old chamber pots.
well, they said like civilization didn't make it back to like the same point to like 1,000 years after Rome fell or something. It's like they were that advanced.
yeah,
This was a good topic. You should get your sister to watch this. She loves
these topics.
She gets so offended by like I swear, like anytime she watches these, she's like, I got my bowl of chocolate pudding. I'm just gonna sit down and watch this. Oh God.
any girl you mention poop around, because you know what? I think they're thinking, I don't want you to know that I poop. Right? Isn't that like that must be
That might be it.
There's like a unspoken agreement. It's like you don't talk about it, I won't talk about it. Like you don't have a butthole.
right? Yeah.
But don't you want one of those chicks that you can just fart around?
Yeah, just bust ass. I think most people come to like a space where they both do.
Yeah, that happens.
Or Roman just stays offended for all time.
I just don't want anybody who uses the restroom in front of me, like a number 2. I don't want that. I'm not comfortable.
No, you can close the door.
Yeah.
It's okay, honey. I don't want to stop loving you today.
I
Stop loving you today.
I definitely don't get the people that shit with the door open.
Yeah.
Our dad does that sometimes.
I was a kid, like, you're a kid and like you chase each other and like I'd like go and run and slam the bathroom door. And so like I run into the bathroom and slam the door and like lock it like this.
He's right there using the restroom.
Well, I have a worse story than that, remember? We were playing hide and go seek once, and I was really small at the time. And so I hid in the closet right next to the toilet, and my dad came in there and took a shit. To be fair, I won that game of hide and seek.
You stayed in there?
Paid the price.
I didn't want to lose.
You lost, trust me.
Also, it's hard to come out.
How do you come out of that? Yeah, did you wait?
I waited for him to leave.
Oh no!
I wasn't gonna come out when he was like in the middle. That'd be even more awkward.
It's like after a certain point, you've gone too far.
Oh man!
Guess I live here now.
Oh man. Hide and seek champ.
Marco.